really getting good at doing concept development is a practice. It takes a lot of different clients, a lot of different projects to really start to grasp how it comes together. Good morning, YouTube. Happy New Year. It is January 7th. I am headed back to work this morning. What an amazing New Year's. Oh my gosh. And holiday season. I hope you guys had a great holiday season and New Year's and all that stuff. I've actually been reading this book called The 5 a.m. Club. The book talks about time off and rest time and thinking about time off as recovery time. So like anybody, if you are an athlete and you play sports, you need time for your body to rest. And the same thing goes for work. You can't go hard all the time without any recovery time. So that's really, truly what the last 3 weeks was like, and it was amazing, life-changing. I haven't taken 3 weeks off consecutively from my business since I launched my business 10 years ago. So I am definitely going to focus a lot more going forward, just as a life practice of taking more recovery time, because I feel very inspired and kind of ready to go back to work. So I'm really excited. I feel really, really good. I've got an early appointment at 8 o'clock. I'm doing some prep for a big project that I can't wait to tell you guys about. Today I'm jumping into a day, a lot of meetings, it's going to be very design focused, checking back in with my team after having been away for 3 weeks. So it should be good. I'm excited to see where everybody's at. And I think I'm going to kick off today with the group by focusing on some work intentions together. We're going to set some intentions together because it's the beginning of the year, beginning of 2019, and I think it's going to be a good way to kick off the year. This year I have 3 intentions that I'll share with you. I like that I'm sharing this with you guys because hopefully that this is going to keep me a little bit accountable through the year. But my first intention is to rise early every morning. So 5 a.m. is the goal. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning, and throughout the holidays I was up early every single morning, watching the sunrise. Took some time to meditate, be still, and center myself, which is probably why after doing that for 3 weeks I feel so good going back to work. My second intention is to spend money consciously. So not as much impulse buying, just things that aren't necessities. I like to have space at home. I feel like it kind of contributes to having more space in your mind and a feeling of lightness. So I really noticed that after the move into my house, that I purged a lot and then was very intentional about what came into my house. And then my last intention is to say yes wholeheartedly to new projects. So if an opportunity comes up and I'm not 100% enthusiastic about the project, then I'm not going to take it on because my life is busy enough as it is already. And I want to make sure that everything that I'm taking on feels good and feels right and is truly authentic and exciting. So those are my 3 intentions, and I would love to hear from you guys if you have any goals or intentions or resolutions for the new year. So leave me a comment below. Good morning. Hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah. How are you guys doing? Did everyone have a good break? Yeah. A good holiday season? Yeah, it was good. Yeah?
How were your trips?
Good. I love that it's trips, plural. There's an S on the end of there. Really good.
Oh, you are so tan. I know.
Yeah. I know. I didn't even really put any foundation on this morning because I didn't wear any makeup for like 3 weeks straight.
Wow. That's good though.
It was good. I was like, oh, my skin feels so nice right now. But I'm happy to see you guys.
Yeah, welcome back.
Happy to be back. Concept, in my opinion, is the most challenging phase in any project because the concept ends up being the direction for the rest of the project, and it's the soul of the space. And the way the concept comes together, depending on whether it's a restaurant, a residential, multifamily, it's all a little bit different. And really getting good at doing concept development is a practice. It takes a lot of different clients, a lot of different projects to really start to grasp how it comes together. So what we need to do as a first step is we really need to understand the challenge that the client is coming to us with. Because essentially what we're doing as designers and as creative problem solvers, as I always say, is we are taking a creative challenge that our client has and trying to solve that challenge. What we need to do is pull together a concept, keeping in mind that the client has already given us 2 really strong jumping off points and a very strong program and client profile for each of the schemes. Keep in mind this is only a styling job. I don't mean only, I just mean we're not doing finishes outside of display mill work. So we just need to take that information and develop it a little bit further and give them a suggestion of like, okay, they really like landscape photography. Maybe here's a few cool ways that we could display it. I don't know, is it black and white? Are there certain frames? Is there a mural? I have no idea. You could find some ideas that we could kind of show them for the landscape photography. Plants. What are the types of plants? What do they look like? Are they skinny? Are they bohemian? Are they lush? You know what I mean? Just kind of give her a direction. And so when I'm sitting in a design meeting with my team, I'm really looking and assessing and evaluating, was the problem, was the challenge understood the best way possible? And more importantly, what the thought process is for getting from A to B. Did we solve the challenge the best way we possibly could? Yes. And now is the material that we're going to show the client the best possible material for communicating our solution. And so he's happy with the 40 bikes and the 30 mats?
Yeah, so that was the numbers that they wanted.
Cool. What do you think of the idea of this and this almost being like a big sectional with a table in the middle and this being a big communal table? Just throwing it out there.
We went through a few renditions and they really liked having the
table there.
Table in this area. It almost felt like this off to the side area, and he liked how central this seating was, so that it's not like you go off to the side to sit here. It's just really welcoming the fact that like anyone will feel like they can sit. Yeah.
Okay. When we come up with a solution for our client, our job is to communicate that solution in the best way we possibly can. If the client is on board and they like our solution and they want to move ahead, then our job is to execute. I feel like I really like this direction.
It felt right. Aside from this one, there aren't really
A lot of
interiors. Is that...
I think that's okay. Yeah.
Because now we're doing more of a brand.
Yes. Whereas a lot of these interiors images, I feel like they can just be used internally for reference. To West Coast, to boho, black and white, to black and white. I really love this. I love the terrazzo. I love this. I love the cutouts. Also really love the look of like a fully terrazzo bathroom.
Terrazzo feels really fresh and...
I know, I've been dying to do a project with terrazzo and like a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you can have so much fun with terrazzo. But like this.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah. Or like this.
That would be so
cool,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
I really love this one.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? It's really retro.
I know. I say run with it.
Yeah, so try to put it on some boards.
And then as a business owner, you're also restricted with time in the sense that if you take too much time to solve a challenge, you're no longer profitable. And if you take way too much time, well, guess what? Now it's actually costing you money.
Obviously, take your pick on the best ones. I looked at some music
like that
work. This one?
Yeah.
So,
I do like this palette. The black, the white,
I'll change that.
the wood.
yeah.
I think this is kind of cool. Christy, what do you think of that one?
I like that one.
I like oversized plants. Do you like this one? We don't need it?
No, we don't need it.
I actually really like the chairs in this one. I feel like this feels a little bit more casual, so when I think of like a 20-year-old, I feel like they would rather live here than here, I think. I almost feel like this feels too glamorous. I don't know, Karina, what do you think?
I mean, I'd probably live there, but like, I feel like...
You would? I would live here.
Really?
This is my house, yeah.
I think this
I'd live
is
in
more
both.
fitting for the board, but yeah.
Thanks, Karina, thanks for jumping in. It's always a teeter-totter. You're always balancing, trying to come up with the best solution and doing it within a time constraint. So I don't think interior designers or designers in general get enough credit for what they do because it's actually quite hard. Going from creative meeting to problem solving, that is really taxing. It's really hard, it's draining. And I've seen myself at the end of the day go into another meeting at the end of the day and just dreading it, really feeling exhausted, and that I just don't have the capacity to think more, give more, solve more, make more decisions. But I do think that taking a break is so important as a creative person, especially when you're working on time constraints, especially when you've got a lot of deadlines, especially when you have to be creative on demand. And I could even feel myself today in all of my meetings. I could feel myself being a lot more present, much more focused. Much more clear. I could feel myself much more engaged, wanting to solve these problems, really wanting to listen, wanting to help and serve, and really wanting to bring everything to the next level. So great.
I pulled a bunch of them out because there were so many images.
I feel like some of the images have so much personality.
Yeah.
And when you see it all together, there's still a really distinct mood.
Yeah, there is, and colors too,
Yeah,
actually.
like the vibe is cohesive. I know, I would almost do 3 boards for this one. I feel like this concept, from what I've seen, like it's come together really well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I like about this concept is that it's a super out there concept, but it's very tangible. Like exactly what you're saying about how you're like, this one says yoga floor, this one says washrooms, this one says, that's such a great way for the client to come and like really grasp it quickly.
Yeah, it's way better bringing a lot of those images back.
I think it feels more complete.
Yeah.
I almost feel like without it, there's a lot of explaining to do and going, oh, well, we also have this image, it's just not on the boards. And we have this image, but it's not on the boards.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like this is something we could just give them, they can sign off on, and it tells the whole story.
Yeah.
That's why I feel so tired often at the end of the day, because I'm not only being creative, I'm problem solving all day long. But today was a great day. It was really fun to jump back into the office and get into creative and design. And we've got a lot of really awesome clients and really awesome projects right now. So I'm excited for the week to unfold. So that's the one takeaway that I have for you guys. It would be let yourself rest. Take a break. It's okay. Let go. And take a break from everything. Digital detox. Don't do any social media. Don't scroll. Don't look at Pinterest. Take a real break. So good for the soul. So this wraps up another day in the life, the first one of 2019. If you're subscribed to the channel, welcome to the Bohn Squad. There's a lot more of you this year, kicking off this year. Do you know that this time last year, I think there was about 6,000 subscribers. 6,000. There are 73,000 subscribers kicking off January 2019. That's pretty incredible. So welcome to the Bohn Squad. Love you guys. See you in the next video. We're in progress already. This is the earliest hair appointment.
9 a.m.
I know,
We are
9
on it.
a.m.
Brighter but not blonde.
Brighter but not blonde.